Welcome to my Stalker run. I'm S21, and here's what's in our backpack. We are a little overweight. We're good there. We got some caffeine pills. We got some heat packs. Clothing, 90% is the best, or worst, sorry. I might repair a bunch because I want this can go up by 0.3. I want that to be really good. Food, we have food outside. We got water. We got lots of water here. We got a broken arrow. Let's get rid of that right now. That moose is very imposing. I like the moose there though. It looks cool, doesn't he? We got that needs to be sharpened up. We got tools. We got more tools, and we got a bunch of hides that we're dropping off somewhere. I don't know where. We're day 271, and here's our skills: harvesting, cooking, fire starting, and archery are all at 5. And there's the rest. Allow me to move my microphone just a little bit. There we go. We are mid-morning and we have no afflictions. So 39 until boiled. I am going to take all 3 of those sets of tools. Reason being, we need to spread them out. Right? They're no good all just sitting here. Let's go grab a little bit extra cloth. Like all.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Get rid of those. Get rid of that. I don't know where I'm gonna drop the tools off. But maybe the camp office. What's the plan for today? The plan for today is once we get our clothing all fixed up, we're gonna start the journey. Or I guess technically we'd be continuing the journey to Sundered Pass. We're gonna get these all done. What is, sorry, I didn't notice, what is our mending skill? Mending is 4. Underpass, a veritable vacation spot, yeah. Bring your bikini. You know what, let's just get everything. Who cares? My only care, my only care on this is that I can actually leave this building today. I don't want to get stuck where I have to sleep here another night. We got, I think, one more item to repair and then everything's 99 or better. You're 96, whatever, I don't care. There we go. And let's get rid of 35. You know what? Let's take like 10. That's a lot. Take 4. Take 5. We gotta swap out that bow. Where did I leave that bow? I don't remember where that bow is. You know what I do want to do? I want to actually relocate.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
You guys go there, you go there. And we have 519. Whatever. Let's go. Cooked. Cooked. And pemmican, we have 25. There's 4 pieces of meat. Let's go. Views, pleasant weather, and friendly residents. Yeah, that sums up Sundered Pass. Real nice. I guess we should go this way, right? Got 3 arrows there. 38. 38 should be enough, right? I think our bow's gonna ruin before we run out of arrows. Oh, damn, there's a bear right there.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Hey, Neo, welcome in. How you doing? There's a bear right there. Oh, I didn't want to spend the night here. Let's go. You don't need a bear. Keep moving. That's right. That's right. But he's right in front of the farmhouse. Let's go. I actually don't remember where that other sport bow is. Is this a situation where I left it somewhere where I would not miss it, and then I missed it? Like, it's not inside the container in there, is it? Well, if it's not at the camp office... Oh, wait. It's in the dam. I think it's in the dam. Why would it be in the dam? Why would I leave it at the dam and not the camp office? I don't know. Well, I think if it's not at the dam, or sorry, if it's not at the camp office, I think we'll just make a regular bow. I took it by mistake and dropped it. Yeah, I know, but where did I drop it? I left it somewhere. I know I left it somewhere. So I could grab it on the way home. In the doorway of what? First office.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey, Neo. Thank you for that. The first office entrance area. Where? Where? Like, what's the building? I feel like Lassie's barking at a well, and I'm trying to decipher. At the dam? Yeah, inside of the entrance at the dam. Okay, that's where I kind of thought there, but then I also kind of wonder, like, what? Why would I leave it there? But yes, I think you're correct, CD. Thanks for that, XM. Let's eat. Timmy fell down the well. That was, I hope that didn't come across rude. I really hope it didn't come across rude. But it's when you're giving me information, but not all the information, and I'm struggling to figure out what you're talking about. I'm trying, I don't remember which comedian it was, but he goes into the, what are you talking about, Lassie? Timmy fell in a well? What? That was the first thing that came into my head. It's okay, you'll toss me down the well myself. Okay, deal. And then you'll cannonball after me. Well, can't run. How heavy are we? We're 56. I'm not starting this by eating a pemmican. Come on. I'm not eating a caffeine pill. I can drink. Toss Murd after you so you have company. Nah, Murd's back is messed up. I don't want to listen to that all day. I'll be down there with broken legs. Then I gotta, like, oh, my back. I'm like, dude, my legs. My shins, my foot is touching my knee. He's like, yeah, but I can't bend over. Like, I know. We stink with one bar. The Sundered Pass, do you think we'll even get there? I think all these bear hides, I'm gonna leave them at the camp office. Because strangely, we haven't killed a bear in Mystery Lake yet. If I don't get distracted. We'll leave bear hides, we'll leave the red toolkits, and we will leave the woodworking tools all at the camp office. That should free up some weight. I have to remember too, like, we can't enter Sundered Pass overweight because we do have a rope climb. So we can't go in having more than 48 kilograms. I think later on, after we're done in Sundered Pass, this is making the assumption we make it out of there. I think after that, whoops, I didn't realize it had actually switched. Boink. After we get back from Sundered Pass, we will, at that point, end up at the camp office and start on making the bear hide bed. We'll have to destroy one of the bunk beds. I think I would destroy the one that's beside the fire. Just remember that when you walk around picking up every stick and lump of coal. The coal I will not walk by, but I will pass up on sticks. I don't even have a means of making a fire, so I will pass up on every except for one. But we'll see. What is our clothing giving us? It feels like it's 13 right now. We got a 29 warmth bonus. Look at that. It is cool. Have you heard that before? Just one stick. Nice and warm, you'll need it. Yeah. This will be interesting. Like, I don't know. I've never been in there. Well, no, actually, that's a lie. I've been in there in Stalker. That was a long time ago. And I think I had bear coats in that. I don't remember. I think I also just deleted that save. I just like, what, I haven't played that for so long. I don't know where I am, what I'm doing. Hey Domo, welcome in. How you doing? Still not actually nighttime. And what is our bedroll at? It's at 90, okay. That's good. We're definitely gonna need to grab some ptarmigan somewhere. Domo's on a 5-stream watch streak. Thanks, Domo. That's great. I appreciate that. You're okay? Good, good. I'm doing well, Domo. Thank you. This is one of those occasions where, you know, what would be cool is getting to the camp office, opening up one of the storage bins, and saying, "Oh, look at that! I put 35 ptarmigan down in there." Right, there's the chickens under the bridge near the dam. And we have to go to the dam because our other sport bow is there, so. You have a question. How many moose can you have in one region? Because you thought it was only one. We've had 2 in a couple of regions, I think it is. I've had both moose in Ash Canyon, and that was long ago. That was like a year and a half, maybe even 2 years ago. Or just recently, I believe we had 2 moose out there too, though. My memory is bad, so like I can only remember. I think Murd always told me that Bleak had 3.
Too heavy to carry.
But yeah, these days, I mean, until people start getting around, Don't bet on just one being in that region. Don't think, well, I don't have to keep my guard up because I just already killed that one back there. Because you might go through the next moose area and maybe there's one there too. When they did the wildlife refresh, they may have changed it. Some developers like to not tell people everything. So who knows? Maybe they did what I really hope they did, and that is, you know, if you get a moose spawn at this spot, the next and you kill it, the next time it might be over at this spawn. Like randomize the spawns in each of the runs. I don't see any reason why it's got to always be at the same place. Honestly, I think that's kind of foolish to always have it in the same spot. If you have multiple moose spawns in one region, but only ever want one of them to appear, that's fine. Just don't always have it spawn in that same spot each time. Let it stay there. Maybe you work it like the beachcombing with the blizzards, where, you know, it's gonna stay in that spawn until either you take it down or there's a blizzard, and then now you got to go look for it again. Brings an element of actually having to hunt. It's not really hunting when it's like, hey, we're gonna go up to the moose spawn and get it. Hey, Chomzera, welcome in. How you doing? You got stomped in Skeeter's Ridge because you didn't see him and he charged you while you were crouching. It was behind the house. Oh no. Yeah, that to me, I think that's a new spawn, right? That's not where he used to be. Look at me picking up no coal. Zero, you grinded since last Saturday and reached 100 days. Nice. No coal. Heading to the coldest region in the game. Brings no coal.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
You came back here to learn more in Knife's ways. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Keep coming back, man. I'll show you what not to do. Some of what's not to do will be life-saving, and some of it will just be like, don't do this. It's just, it's stupid. Don't do it. You want to see what to do? There's plenty of other people out there. Like right now, for instance, we have sent there. I don't know how far that wolf can come. I don't see any reason why that wolf can't come up and over and meet us up here. Pull out the bow. It doesn't do anything to me physically. Be prepared. Hello, bunny. Be kind to the bunnies unless you need them. Domo doesn't have much. You don't have that much knowledge about the game, but you didn't expect to kill 3 moose in one day. Yeah, you can go in spurts in this game sometimes. We went a lengthy period without even seeing a moose in our previous run to the point where what did we want? We wanted 14. I think we wanted to take down 14 moose in total for the run. Because if I remember correctly, there's 14 regions that can spawn a moose. I don't even know how many regions there are. That seems high. But we even basically got to a point where we're like, all right, well, we might have to just take multiple moose down in a certain region just because we haven't seen one in this region. Look at us in Coastal Highway. We are day 272. When's the last time we saw a moose in Coastal Highway? We've only got 7 moose. But then you can go another time where for me it's usually like, oh, I really want to go somewhere, and as we're walking, like, damn it, there's a moose. I tend to, it always feels like I get them when I don't want them, but when I want them, the game's like, nah. And yeah, we passed on at least 3, probably 4. I think we passed on 3 early in the game when we didn't have enough ammo to take down one. And I believe we passed on one in Ash Canyon as well. And was it this run or was it the previous run where I think it was the Ash Canyon moose? I think it was the previous run where I shot him, downed him, and then just forgot. Like, oh no, how do you forget that you downed the moose? It's one of the most exhilarating things in the game, and I'm like, no. Totally forgot. There's Coach's favorite view. I forget never. Is there gonna actually be a wolf out here? I think if we're lucky, we're gonna just sleep at the yeah, and there's a wolf. Well, let's get rid of this guy. Boink. Oh, let's pluralize that. Doink. We don't need the hides. Yeah, your best bet for the ptarmigan, if you need them, if you need the down for trades, your best bet is to go into Pleasant Valley. There's a couple of decent spots in there, and it's not far from the coast. I think it's kind of nice that they did that as well, not really having, I don't think there's any Pachikins in Coastal Highway, so you need the down for trades. So it makes you actually leave the region. That is one thing, that is, you've heard my complaint about the trader, how it kind of forces you into sticking around Coastal Highway too long, but at least there are things that they have you doing that make you actually leave the region to go get the stuff. This doesn't feel like this doesn't feel like Aurora weather. You got a question. You found a broken flashlight. Repaired it, but you never found the fuel to light it up. Is it? Yeah, that only works during the Aurora. And there's two. If you do the left mouse click, that just turns it on. You can scare wolves by giving it a right mouse click. That'll show up a high beam. It'll use more battery power, so you don't exactly want to just right click it the whole time, but you can scare off wolves with a right click. I would not trust it against poison wolves in the zone of contamination. I wouldn't trust it against Aurora wolves, although it might work against Aurora wolves, because standing under the street lights that are lit up is a safe spot. I don't know if it's 100% safe, but it's better than not having that light. That's a weird mechanic that the game has. The wolves are afraid of the light, but they're not afraid to be out during the day. Like, are they a vampire or are they not? Alright, here's where we just accidentally walk off the dam. So, because of this type of weather, I feel okay with actually just walking through the dam at this time. Normally I'd be like, I don't know, it's a little sketchy, because you never know when Aurora hits and then all of a sudden zap. But I also don't know if the Aurora was to hit and those wires, I think those wires aren't powered enough to kill you right from the start, but I don't know. I don't want to test it. There's usually that initial grace period, like an in-game hour, which I don't know how that translates into real time.
Boom headshot! Boom headshot! Boom headshot!
I'll lay down and have a little sleep right here.
Thanks for that, CD. What's the current route I'm taking? I'm going to Mystery Lake, and then I'm going to Broken Railroad. Where's? It's right there. Broken Railroad.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
And is it Transfer Pass? I don't know what that place is called. I never remember the name of that region that leads to all three of the territories. And we are going to Sundered Pass. And we are not taking that big frustrating cave to go to Sundered Pass. We're going the other way. It should be a force that I have to go through it at least once in my run in order to consider the run a success. It should be, but it's not. Hell no. I'm looking forward to the end of this run. There's not gonna be, well, we're definitely like, don't nobody redeem the challenge until after, but we're definitely going to, when we're finished everything and we've decided we've gone far enough, we've hit over 1,000 days, hit all our quotas, we are definitely going to, what is the place in Sundered Pass? I can never remember the name of that big ball area. We are going to start there. We're gonna have every stim we found in the game, and we're just gonna stim and run and see how far we can get. Can we get all the way to Desolation Point?
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Well, the unfortunate thing here is that, well, I guess we won't be heavier. I mean, we got to pick up the bow. Didn't we drop something else? I thought we dropped something else. Yeah, we'll eat enough and drink enough that the weight of the bow won't slow us down. This is like the ledge I have in my bedroom. I have all my pictures just leaning up against my ledge because I don't want to put holes in the wall, so they're just leaning. And then CJ gets up there and like nudges up on my pictures. So one time, a framed picture fell down onto my bed. Luckily, I wasn't actually sleeping in the fire. That would have gave me a heart attack. CJ is such a brat, but she's so cute. I think she knows she's that cute. She's like, I can get away with stuff. There we go. There's stuff. There's stuff. Sport bow, cured. Maple, cured. Cured. Maple. Alright, we're just gonna sleep here. And let's chow down. I think one should be good. Ah, what the heck. Let's do that.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem
like a bad guy. There we go. Cats are brats, it's their nature. Definitely. That's why they are so cute. Let's go.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Alright, now which bow is actually coming out? The good one. Let's take this one and just walk with it. Don't know that there's going to be any chickens in this weather. This weather is not very good. And you can hear it. You can hear it. It's coming. It's not full blown, but it's coming. They might be there. I don't think so. Not in this. This is like -20 wind. This is borderline blizzard. Is that a wolf coming this way? There's a wolf right there. Can we get by him? We don't have visible scent, but we do have meat on us, so we do stink. Did he have a deer or did he have, I thought he had a rabbit. I wasn't sure. I thought I heard a rabbit going down. Alright, we got bunnies ahead, that's good. Let's try to not look over that way. When I want there to be birch bark over there, there never is. When I literally like actually go looking for it over there, there's none. If I don't want it, it's there. Looks anyway. This is where somebody always said somebody's gonna chime in. It's like, actually birch bark can't spawn there. Like, oh. Birch bark has to be found. We have lots of birch bark. We have 7. We have 7 because I put a bunch in my container thinking I don't need to carry like 19. Well, it didn't turn into nastier weather, which is surprising. Collect it for trades, it's renewable. Are you kidding me? Now I know you're crazy. You want me to just hand over birch bark to the trader? Get out of here. That'll never happen. Even if I don't need it. I can't do that. I don't have it in me. Better than rose hips. That's true. That's true, but when I see that big number of the rose hips, I don't really notice the dent from like giving them 20. What was the trade for that we had to give them? What did we get in return? Was that heat packs or was that something else? I don't think we're gonna do that trade very often. Just don't eat anything rotten and you don't need it. Well, here we are. Camp office. Now, question is, what are we gonna do? It's a long way to a structure. What's all this?
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
That's all stuff. Okay, we got one, and this is a spare already. We got too many of these. I'm not going to be hauling one of these all the way to Sundered Pass. I'm gonna make the assumption that we'll probably find one out there. I don't know if you can or can't. I don't know if I have a need. I just really don't want to drag one of these all that way. I have an idea. It doesn't work though. I tried this idea. I already tried this idea. It didn't work. Where are you? Here, for starters, let's just throw that there. Can I fix this? This can't be. I feel better even though it's high. Whatever. It's at least it's straight. Oh, hinterland. Yeah, I tried putting it there before. It didn't work. Why? There's a second. Why is, there we go. I have 5 of these hooks. What am I gonna do with these hooks? Oh wow, that's way smaller. Baby hooks. And then we got big hook. Please be little. Don't I actually, this is not what I was planning on doing when I woke up today. But it's what's happening. You can go there. There we got fancy. Not really. We need you to go down. What my plan was gonna be was to do One of these deals. And then throw the bow up here. But you can't see it. It would have been nice if you could. Would that be okay? Just do that with the bow. Here, give me these stupid things. And take these in here. No, 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 no. Gotta get out of there. If there's... Oh no. Okay. Should be okay here. Well, why would they end up there? How about here? Hey. I want that. Okay, this is not right. Okay, let's try it again. That works. I'm fine with that.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
And there we go. 432, 175. You know, for not firing any rifles or revolvers, that's actually seems to be a lot less than what I would think for this type of run. I'm just making sure I don't have any of these. Oh, I do have actually you. Yeah, last time I put that thing. Hey, Cherry Lum, welcome in. Sorry about that. Last time I put that, I tried putting the bow on the wall. That's when I realized like you can't see it. It doesn't look good. What's the point if it's invisible? We're gonna leave you here. Right there. The reason I was doing all that with those hooks, I didn't want them up here. I don't mind the bow. To be honest, I don't mind it right there. I can kind of see it. So I'm okay with that. I have to go in there so I can place that again. Da-da-da. There we go. And we have a moose here. Drop all these bear hides right here. There's 8. We got 3 birch that are cured. 2 maple. What else did we have? Did we have anything we didn't need? Everything in there is good to go. You're at 96. I have sapling in another spot too. I have saplings outside. I don't think I have saplings in another spot. They usually would go here, but I think I moved them. And the ones outside are there because I don't want them to cure. Take that. Look at that. We have a jerry can with 0.29. Good enough. Should I just read this book? Get it over with? Let's leave that. We have 10, we have 5. And Neo, thanks. I was excited when I saw this and I thought, no, I gotta save that here for the bear bed. Can't take it. I think we just go. What's our water situation? 369. What's our 40? We're 5 kilograms under. Take that. Inside by the stairs where I dropped the hooks. Oh, those are bows. That's my old bows. There's a snare. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I have all these. I don't remember why these are all outside.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Did I just forget to bring them inside? They can't just sit out here. That's 54. You can't just have a big old pile of garbage. Let's go take this inside. I couldn't move and then I forgot. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna pick those up just so I can put them all down at one time. 24 cured maple. Those have to go one day. And then 19 of you. That actually went into a decent pile. This time of day. It's not even noon. Man, I really want to just read that book and get it over with, but I also don't want to. This one's all fire starting stuff. So I think these gotta go there.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
There we go. And sorry, let me just check in here. That's regular. This should be red. Yeah, and then these are blue. Let's take one so I don't seem like a lunatic. Alright, and we don't really have any food. I don't want to drag that. Let's go. So we got that. We got this. There we go. All 2 arrows are loaded onto the survival bow. Or the sport bow. Got a doe over there. We're gonna have to get ptarmigan somewhere else. I know there's some in Sundered Pass. Maybe even in Transfer Pass. Where am I dropping the 20 pen bars I brought along? Into my belly. We're not dropping those anywhere. We're eating those. Those are all for us. Because I always get accused of not bringing enough. Well, I don't know. I think I have been accused in the past. So I thought, you know what? It makes sense. Bring some. We're just right at midday, maybe a sliver by it. I don't even know how useful leaving the pemmican at my other bases is. Something tells me I'll never use them. Because I'll be thinking to myself, if I use that, then there's not going to be 20 of them here anymore. And then I'm going to have to bring another one to replace it. Because I'm weird that way. You thought you heard a chicken back there? You might have. I've often heard the chickens. Only to find out it was just ambient sound. You know what? Let's eat the rest of that. Drink up this water. And let's go. Yeah, there's a sound out there that sounds just like the chickens. I don't know what it is. Yeah, like back there I'm hearing. Don't get distracted, Knifo. Hey, Paul, welcome in. How are you doing? Let's summon Darth. You're good? You all finished work for the week? Nice, nice. Just keep moving. Wow, it still feels like it's plus 11. Feels like we're running. If we can, we might just skip the maintenance shed. Or the maintenance yard altogether and just go. Go straight. Is this what it's like to walk and not be encumbered? Is this Hinterland's intended walk speed? Whee! Where's your chopper? Hey Darth, welcome in. How you doing, buddy?
Time for stretchy, stretchy.
Alright, we'll do that. There we go. Thanks, Mary. You good, Darth? Nice. Good to hear. You gonna join us later in 7 Days to Die? You should be there? Alright, cool. I was gonna say, well, I'll eat another cattail to make sure you are, but now I'm not going to. I don't need to. Man, we made good time. I think the only time we ever went through here faster was when I took a stem and just ran. Is that the bear right there? Yep. Good to know. That means he's not up here. Should have held out for a cattail or four. You know, there's people in my stream, possibly, or maybe even on YouTube, who are going to watch this video and say, wow, I have never actually seen him walking that fast before. Somebody who watched a long time ago and like, I'm not watching this chump. Look at how slow he's watching it. Right? Like, it's so boring. They're gonna get a recommendation for my video and they're like, ah, what the heck. They're gonna put it on like, wow, he totally changed. Look at him, he's walking normal. I can do this. And they're gonna be in for a real big surprise because I have not changed. It's weird, right? I'm not used to seeing the scenery come at us at that speed. We're usually encumbered and have wind in our face. At a minus 17 wind. And strangely, it's actually, I mean, it's basically, it's not full on in our face, but it's basically coming towards us. See how fast you can move when you're not greedy. When I'm not greedy, you mean when I'm not taking all of that beautiful survival stuff with me? We need coal. I hope that cave finds us some coal. If the Flash had a nemesis, it would be Knifo with his encumbered backpack. But Knifo, you almost never use that stuff you haul around. But it's the old saying, you don't need it till you don't have it. Once you leave it behind, you're like, dang, I wish I had that. I should spray paint the path up here too. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. I would much rather have and not use than not have and need. Because having and not using doesn't end your run. But needing and not having, you're done. Or at risk of being done. Let's take the high road. Whee! No, a moose followed by a bear in a storm ends runs. Was it? There's the engine. The locomotive engine. Locomotive. Crazy motive. What kind of name is that? Crazy intentions. Am I gonna collect fur when I start getting, start to get close to the next location? Probably not. I don't know what I'm doing. I might have huge regrets when I get out there, because that was kind of weird. Take two. Boink. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think we have woodworking tools at the hub, right? I'm gonna have to take those with us. Because we're gonna have to build our bearskin bed, bear hide bed, in Sundered Pass, just to get it over with, I guess. You know, we'll see. Some like, I don't know where. I'm gonna collect the wood probably in Sundered Pass. We'll see. That's a ways off though. Alright. I will not be putting my bow away, as apparently there is a wolf between this truck and the entrance to that tunnel, which I never knew until I knew it. How he got there. How could I walk from the tunnel this way and then over by the thing and come back this way, and now there's a wolf over here? Is that him right there? Yes, sir. That is the wolf. Oh, hinterland, that's so cheating. That is so cheating. A wolf that doesn't know you're around, that changes direction when you draw your bow. How does he know to do that? Where will I build it? Not a lot of buildings, fewer that have room for that bed. Down in the valley there is a spot, that cabin. Although, wouldn't it be pretty cool to go into one of those triangular buildings? Like, open the door, bear-hide bed, boom. Alright, let's do that.
Man, no rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
It's not quite bedtime, Astrid. That'd be funny. Light the fire from the bed, cook dinner in bed. That'd be awesome. If you're anybody wondering why I'm right clicking, look at the glare that we're getting from it. It's much nicer to do this. Doesn't make it light up way down there, it just takes the glare off the screen so we can see a little bit better. Just if you do this, don't do this. Don't do this, because like it doesn't work. It used to work, didn't it? Because what I was gonna say is don't do that, because if you hit like your tab button to bring up your thing, it'll drop your lantern back where you picked it up. And that could be frustrating if it was a far distance. It's almost, we're not spending the night here. We're just gonna make sure we did not leave anything. Missed one of the 400 pry bars in this. There we go. What's our pry bar at? It's probably pretty good. It's at 99. We're not swapping it. They should add the ability to hang the lantern off the tool belt. I don't know how that would work though in real life. That sucker'd be hot. You'd have to have something to make sure that it's not gonna hit your leg. Squeeze our way in there. Burn marks on your thigh, but your hands would be free. True. Ooh, it's a big, fat, juicy buck. I think... I mean, we don't have any food. I think we gotta go after this guy. Thanks, XM. Thanks, CD. Thanks, little girl. I don't think there's any worries of a wolf. We'll just take our time. There we go. There we go. All right, we gotta grab some minus 10 on the wind. We gotta grab some sticks. And is this rose hips or did I take those? I took them. We're gonna see if we can get at least 2 pieces of meat cooked while we're harvesting. Usually some sticks in here. Is there any more? I'm gonna go around and then I'm gonna just go over to the deer. Venison stew for dinner. Or steak. Hey, one of us didn't grab the rose hips, or sorry, the reishi from up here. Oh, look at that. There's good sticks up here. I'm gonna grab all these because whether we get we're not gonna be able to cook the entire deer out here tonight, but we might. You never know. Where was those? There they are. They're hiding. Hey Domo, well, welcome back. All right, we got a lot of sticks at this point. 27. Wow, I really didn't think it was that many. What are we up to? Well, we just took down this deer. Get 2 kilograms off of him. I'll do that. There you go, buddy. Warm your nose.
Come on, little fire.
All right, that is 40 minutes. There's 35. Do that. Domo wants coffee. Okay. There we go. Thanks, Domo. Apparently that sound alert is not working. Yeah, let's just... We can get all 7, I think.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Eat that up. And... Oh, look at that. We got a good one. We got a good one. We'll finish cooking this deer indoors. We weren't so heavy right now with this, all this deer meat. We'd have no issue getting in there and lighting the fire with this torch. But right now, I'm not sure. We're exhausted. Maybe this will help us go just a little bit faster. Domo finally got the achievement for surviving 50 days in a single game. Nice. Now you're moving like the knife who we know and laugh at. Was bound to happen. Watch, it's gonna blow out right when I get close to the mouth of the cave. Like, oh, dang. And we have another stick. Look at that. And another and another. All right, let's get inside. Oh,
This pack is getting too
are
heavy
we
to
able?
carry.
Yeah, we are able. Okay. Do we just, you know what? Fire starting supplies are not a big deal to us right now. So let's go a little farther. I should, ooh, there's a piece of coal. I should stop picking up sticks. Let's just use this torch to get us as far as it'll take us. We'll break it down for a stick. And I don't know, maybe we'll cook a little bit. Here, let's actually... Give me green, please.
Come on, little fire.
There we go. Whoops. Actually, you know what? Use your pots, fool. Use your pots. You're indoors. Okay. Do that. Let's break down that torch. Hey Domo, thank you for the lurk. Have fun. Do that. Did we eat that entire piece? Yes, we did. All right, you're 20 minutes. Let's just forward it. We don't really have anything we can do. Yeah, 99's our worst piece of clothing. We can drop these. I want that. Do that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this meat. I'm probably not going to take all of this meat. I'll probably leave some of it behind. Do that. We only got one more piece after this, so we have plenty of water. We're not going to be cooking any water here. Do that.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Let's throw that on there. Let's make 3 cups of coffee. Get rid of this can. And we do have birch bark that's already prepared. This is a waste. I don't know why I'm carrying it, but we are. Okay, give me that. Give me that. And what are the odds that we can get this to go down here? Slim. Slim and 0. Let's pick that up. Oh, we got another good torch. Should have brought that book. Well, the thing is though, when you're cooking the venison, it doesn't take an hour, right? It's like 40 minutes and you can only read the book in an hour increments, which I wish was, I mean, I guess that's a balance thing.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
But the reason I didn't is because of the whole, we're gonna keep all of our red books in Pleasant Valley at the farmhouse, and I thought, that mending book is a very good book. It's one of the only books I really truly want that we actually have that we're able to read. But I thought, man, it's only 4 hours, and then it's just half a kilogram of dead weight. So that's why I didn't bring it. And I'm also thinking about this hide and guts, because when we come through here on our way back, we won't be coming through this cave. Unless, of course, we choose to. So I'm not sure what I want to do with the hide and the guts. They need to go down somewhere where they're gonna cure. Stuck. walk here. Is that the exit right there? Am I looking at it? No, that's not the exit. Kinda looked like it. There's a chunk of coal in here. Or two. There's the exit. All right, let's put that down. Harvest this. And let's do that. We have 18 sticks. I'm not gonna take the sticks. I think maybe the cave by the rail cars. I think that's where we're gonna throw the hide, the guts, and the sticks. And let's get to bed. We should be able to move a lot faster now that we're not exhausted. Oh, she was about to. Alright, and we got daylight, so we can just go. The cave near the tracks, that's where you dump most things. Yeah, that's where this stuff's gonna go. Let's
too heavy to carry.
take that, because we do have 3 bars. 3 squiggly lines. Oh, did I get my arrow changed over? Oh, it did. It continued the changeover. I didn't think it would. All right. We're surprisingly actually moving pretty good. See, on our way back, we could just go through there, but we always go up and over because I think it's quicker. Then we don't have to climb a rope. Did somebody tell me, like, if you do go that way, where we came in to that little area where we shot the deer, did somebody tell me there is a way of getting up on those rocks that we jumped down from? It's a little tricky, but you can do it. I can't remember. Or is it 100% you got to climb that rope? I don't know. I'm keeping this bow out because
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I want this to be the bow that's out. And that bushcraft bow will be used for the any bears, any moose, and all the rest of the time we'll just be using the sport bow. How many shots are left on this arrow? Maybe 1, maybe 2 if we're lucky. And once we're at that point, then it's manufactured arrows. Well, if there's going to be a wolf up here, we shouldn't have too much trouble bringing him over to us. I am going to grab sticks while we go up there. Just because we're moving at a decent speed. The more we drop in there, the better. I didn't plan on going this far out of my way to get a stick, but I did it. It's not a bad idea to stockpile sticks into a cave because you never know. You might need to sleep in that cave and you might be thinking, damn, I don't have any wood for a fire. I don't trust this cave. And then you get in there like, oh, look at what I did in the past. Oh, we got a bunch. We got a bunch. I did not realize. Let's do that. Let's put you away. There's obviously no wolf out here. Do that. Do that. And then, but wait, there's more. I'm gonna do this. Thanks for that, Merd. I'm gonna do this to remind me that there's something in there. Usually I use two. Yeah, because I can't really see those deer pieces. We're at 52. I don't believe that we need any meat in the hub. Is there a container here? Is there one maybe in the rail car? Let's leave 5 pieces. Drop the fat. Well, I want to drop it into a container so that it's not there forever. I think there's a container in here. I can't remember. I'll drop it in the next container I find. There we go. There we go. We're all good. These rail cars really look cool. There we go. I doubt that I'm going to be leaving any mushrooms and Coach's beard in this little area. There needs to be a container. I'm not leaving it on the floor. Well, what's the prediction now? Do you think we'll get into Sundered Pass in this stream? It's far, man. It's far. If you don't get distracted. Are y'all proud of me for bringing the one blue flare? At least I brought one. Do you know there's very little chance that I'll actually use it, but if we get some, I mean, we're gonna get, you know what kind of wolves out there. I did well so far, mostly. Where have I disappointed you, CD? Where? I say that with a big smile on my face. Where? I'm not shutting the lantern off. How heavy are we? Oh, we're barely heavy. And we are no longer heavy. You didn't bring 100 pen bars, so you've disappointed me, Merd says. Does that count? Yeah, that's like the 96 we had back there in Coastal Highway was what? 6.5 kilograms. Could have harvested the deer and dragged it to the cave to cook. One fire. But I only used one match. We did get it lit with the torch. I think I did okay. Bird leaves a lot of pen bars at the hub, so we can, if needs be, get more. How often do I need the pen bars out here though? How often am I overloaded? I'm actually serious on that question. Like I'm trying to think if I've ever been out there wondering like, oh man, I wish I had something else I could carry more with. When we're down below, we usually just, there's deer all around that cabin, so we usually just, you know, take them down. Knifo, you're just about always overloaded. Knifo, you are always overloaded. Yeah, but out in Sundered Pass, I guess there's definitely going to be a spot. There's definitely going to be a time when we're out there thinking, man, I wish these pen bars stacked. We'll be good. We got 15. 25. That's like more than 15. I think we made decent time getting out here. I mean, I wouldn't submit it as any kind of a record, but we got out here in decent time, I think. We're not overweight, so we can just keep going. I don't need to drop anything. I do have 3 pieces of coal. I might drop the 3 pieces of coal actually. I might drop the, it weighs nothing, but I might drop the arrow here because I doubt we're going to be making an arrow anywhere. Isn't it pathetic? That's my food. That's my stash of food for this region. What's all in there? Okay, we got That goes in there. You can go in there. You and you. And I think everything else. I don't know if I need the hacksaw out there, but if we find a battery out there, I'm going to have to rip it apart. And I do actually want... Oh, you're empty. I do actually want the... Oh, no. You're not supposed to be here. Oh, no. You might be better off being over here. And you. That has to go to the camp office. That's where that's gotta go. I'm gonna take a minor gamble. And say that
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
there's a good chance that we're gonna find fuel. Coal. In the past somewhere. Are we? Are we though? You know what? I can handle taking it. That puts us at 45.31. Okay. Let's go out the wrong door. Walk around the entire building. I got 5. Yeah, I'm trying to think like, wait a second. I'm not going through any caves. Well, not immediately. I mean, there will be that one cave in there that we go through, but I'm not, I mean, as much as I like the oh, and I don't even know. I don't even remember which of these turnoffs I take. Is it that one for Sundered Pass? I just came out here because I wanted to see Rose hips. Here. I am going to take these and I'm going to throw them down in there because I honestly, I don't want weight that I don't need. And I believe, yes, this is where we got to go. You guys are all confirming that yes, that is the way. The only thing I remembered about the entrance into Sundered Pass, or the path to take, the only thing I remembered was there was a vehicle by the path. And so as soon as we went by there, I kind of thought, I think that's where I'm supposed to go, but I'm not positive. Okay, let's go. Let's go. There's no marking up here either to say where you're supposed to go, is there? I think there's a sign back there that tells you the airport's that way, but there's nothing up here, is there? What does this say? That's the mine site that way. Feels like +5. Now I wonder what's gonna happen. What is the temperature gonna feel like when we get into Sundered Pass? Like I said, in my Stalker run that I did way back when this first came out, I had top tier clothing when I was in there. I don't remember if I had one or maybe two bear coats when I went in there. Hey, Copper. Welcome in, Copper. How you doing? But what I do know is that in that run, I didn't have just one expedition parka. Oh boy. There's chickens right down there. I'm gonna leave these because when we come back, we're gonna be coming through here anyway. So why pick those up? Why bother? There's some chickens down there, but I don't want to waste this day just harvesting those because guess what? Then all the meat I just left there is going to be gone because, you know, we can eat an entire deer in a day, apparently. A long dark world. Okay. And I remember this. We don't go through the tunnel. We go off to the left. This tree kind of points the way. What I don't remember, does this trigger a location? No. That's the 7th time, Merd says. The 7th frickin' time you've asked, does this trigger a location? Sorry, Merd, get off my case, man. YouTube doesn't know that you didn't say that. You know what? This is a good time to drink the coffee. Oh, that was perfect. Now, how am I going to convince Knifo to go through the fun cave? Well, I don't know if you were still lurking earlier. Copper's currently on a 5-stream streak. Thank you, Copper. I don't know if you were listening at the earlier when I said it, that we should have it as a rule for a successful run that I should have to go through that cave once. The game has the where is it? We're at 96% world discovered, and we haven't spent any days in Bleak aside from being in the bunker. 1 day in Blackrock, 0 in Sundered. Okay. I don't even care when that says it's a 100%. Another rule in the no rule run. Well, you gotta have things that you're like, you gotta do this, right? Can't just avoid stuff. Could you imagine doing a run? It's like, we're not doing signal void. We're not doing that. So I do like, even if that says it's at 100, if I know there's a place I haven't actually been, then I will do what I can to go there. I think you should go to every spot. I would love if Hinterland could put some time into adjusting that 100%. They already have the system in the game where so let me think for a second. My brain just went, nah. They already have that mapping system in the game, which was put in a while ago. I'm leaving those. I won't be collecting rose hips that are on our path. I will be collecting these ones on our way back. The mapping system where, you know, you gotta map specific areas of the game. I wish they could do it where every location that shows up with a name had to be hit to get 100%. So you can't skip areas. I don't know how easy that is to do, but it doesn't feel right to hit 100% and you've missed a region or 3. I'm pretty sure that's just because that hasn't been updated since the newer stuff has come out. We're still in Transfer Pass. We're not even in Sundered Pass yet. I said hi to you, Cherry Lemon, didn't I? I'm pretty sure you've been in here for a while, right? I would rather ask and make a fool of myself than be rude and just not say it at all. We're probably actually going to finish this stream when at the end of this game day. Oh man, I want to take these. You know I want to take them. Where and what do you lead to? Why is this here if it doesn't go to anything? Is this just a way to sprain your ankle? Possibly. There we go. We are out of the transfer pass. We are in the Sundered pass. Listen to the sound. Like a rumbling in there, eh? Pretty view, yeah. Till the wolves get you. Welcome to Sundered Pass. Alright. We know that's where that goes up. We're going this way. We always come in here and we always go down here. Now we're gonna, I don't remember, I think I do remember where the cougar is. We're also gonna need sticks. We'll grab sticks. There's some old man's beard, aka Coach's beard. Go grab that. XM is purring. Always go to the love shack first. Yes. We'll see if we can get ourselves a deer or 2 or 3. I am just going to pick up sticks that are in our path. I'm not going to go too far out of my way for them. We do have some, I think it's just cedar, right? No, it was actually fir. Now copper's purring. We're gonna have to get the wolves down here dealt with, however many there are. This time I'm going to try to pay attention. Where's my cabin from here? You know what I'm doing? I'm marking this. I think my cabin is that way. Up there. I'm gonna mark this because I remember last time I messed up. I'm gonna do that. Oh, well, that's gonna have to do. Maybe a spray painted arrow might be a better idea. You know what? Let's go do that. I tried to do the stick thing last time, did I? Well, I have a fix for that. Can I not spray it on the ground? It's empty. It's empty. There we go. We're gonna do this. It's like, how can I mess that up? How? And to think I had another spray paint in my inventory that I actually got rid of because I saw that one and thought, oh, okay, we have a partial. Is that a wolf? Oh, are we gonna get a twofer? I don't know. I don't think so. That deer is pretty far. If I hide, will he walk right by us?
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Well, it's a twofer if I take the rabbit, but I'm not going to. And we are officially out of the other arrows. I'm not going after that deer because usually up by the cabin, seedling spring. Usually up by the cabin, there's a couple of deer wandering around up there. Smart use of the empty can. I'm telling you, I had a full can. I saw that other can in my inventory and said, oh, I don't need this full can. Oh, the poor bunnies. There he is. That's not a good visual. I can't get it because it's got a dark background, so I can't really see him. Oh man, this arrow, if I miss. Thankfully I didn't. That arrow was gonna go far if I missed. Alright, I'm not gonna be grabbing wolf hides. I'm not eating bunnies. Oh man, look what you did. I am gonna have no wildlife to look at. And there's not gonna be any deer out here. There's my cabin. I forget where this goes, but I'm gonna go grab that coach's beard and then come back down around. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a can of paint in there. I don't know if you can, but I'm hoping you can. I'm hoping you can find a can. Wish I knew how to modify game files. I'd make Old Man's Beer. I'd change the name of it to Coach's Beard. Let's go grab these mushrooms. What time is it? I would like to get a deer. We're not desperate, but I would like to get one. Let's just grab these sticks. And we'll grab these two and head up into the cabin so we can drop some weight here. Obviously, we'll grab all these mushrooms that are up here too. At this point, any mushrooms, any rose hips, we'll gather. All that stuff that I walked by on the way in, we'll pick that up on the way out. And I'm gonna keep my bow out. Last lonely house.
I think I can use this.
Got a flare. Potatoes. We got potatoes. Oh. I accidentally pluralized that. There's a wolf out there. Get that. How do I respectfully remove this guy?
Well, this stuff will
Oh,
come in
look
handy.
at that. We got another set of combat boots out here. Let's just drop that all together. Drop that. Let's drop those, and let's drop this in hopes that when we go to light the fire, we see that and say, hey, why don't we use that? Let's scooch. Wow, that's scooched nice. Does that mean that one will scooch up? No. Oh, beautiful. That's really, that's how it needs to be. There's two of them out there. We gotta save the bunnies. Is there two or is there three? There's that one, there's that one. Was there one this way or am I just wrong? And we got fur out here. At least 3, 4. I think 4 fur. Wink. Wink. Hey, oh. Feels like -5. This would be a real good start. There's 12 right there. We also need cedar. Oh man, I don't want to risk this stuff disappearing. And smart players would leave their meat over here. That's what smart players do. They don't take their meat with them when they're going somewhere straight out and coming straight back. We really should jump inside the cabin. I don't want to take a risk of these deciding that they don't want to be in the world anymore. Love that region. So cold though, yes. That is true. Let's drop, let's get this coal over here. I don't care that it's not perfect. I'm keeping my bow out just in case there's a sneak attack by a wolf somewhere. We gotta go in here and warm up a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna get... I don't think I'm gonna get... I mean, I'm gonna try. I'll even take some damage. Take some damage. Okay, we're definitely gonna need to clean this place up.
I'm so tired I could lay down right here.
I didn't bring red tools because my thought was that I would probably find some out here. I still might. Still might. Okay, there's nothing else I don't think in here that I really need. Obviously we can grab the cloth in a bit. How about we just grab one and see how that does for warming us up. Yeah, there's a workbench outside. I don't know what we would need the tools for. Let's do that. Actually, let's do this the smart way. Let's eat and drop.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
let's do that. And let's go to this bin. I think we'll use this as our storage. Oh, that wood's got to go on the ground for now. Throw that in there. Throw that. I'm gonna forget those, you know it. I'm gonna forget that I have them, just like I forget that I had that potato. Let's throw that. I don't see ourselves needing the bushcraft bow right now. What is that, 9? Leaves us with 12. Hey, look at, I mathed correctly. All right, let's go out to these fur. Let's grab these fur. We'll take a bit of a hit. That's fine. We'll gain that back. Smart guy starts at that one and works his way back. That way we're there when we're at our heaviest. Actually, you know what? That's probably a good idea to keep that out. You never know. Okay, we're gonna get cold. That's an hour and a half. Nope, we're going with the hatchet. Feels like -1. If it could just warm up just a touch.
It's dusk, so I can't be far.
I don't want to use heat packs right now. There we go. There we go.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
There's a box under the bench. I don't know what that means. I guess we're not pulling that out. A box under the bench.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Under the workbench. I think I checked that, didn't I? Did something just walk? Maybe not. I thought I saw in the behind this tree. Oh, okay. You asked a while back. Okay. Sorry, I missed that. I'm sorry. You're fur, you're both cedar, you're reclaimed. Yeah. Well, let's throw the fur. 13, Merd. How do you feel about that? Oh, I didn't.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Well, I take it back. I want these boots. I don't want to leave that. I don't want to leave that. I don't want to leave that. I can't leave that. And we're gonna have to take those, and the rest of it can stay in there. This potato all by his lonesome. He can go on the step. We'll probably completely forget about it. Now, what do we got here? I wanted the boots so that I don't forget to repair those. Let's do that. probably have done that earlier. Let's get inside. Put the bow back. And you're gonna go right there. Right there. And let's eat up. Get rid of all these. And now we're gonna eat you. There we go. And I think we're gonna end this here. So for those of you on YouTube, if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow.